Hello everybody, welcome to 2C TV, your global news channel. We come to you guys with some breaking news coming from the Middle East. Explosions both in Yemen and in Iran, specifically Tehran, the capital of Iran, and around Hodeidah in Yemen, the Houthi-controlled parts of Yemen, as the Israeli Defense Forces have now launched their major attack on the Houthis. We have a number of videos to show you guys. This is coming in live, ongoing developments. We have a statement from the Israeli Defense Forces confirming this, but also the Defense Minister Israel Katz. The Houthis have also responded, which we're going to get to shortly. Let's give you guys the actual updates first. We're going to get your reaction live as well. It is now officially, as we are speaking now, 11 p.m. UK time, which means we have literally, well, less, 59 minutes left to continue celebrating the 4th of July weekend. So, of course, you can join 2CTV Plus. We get 50% off annual memberships, not monthly, annual, if you use the promo code USA50 by going on 2C.tv, or just find the link in the description, direct link to it. You can't use it on the app, of course, download the app as well, but you can use it on the website in terms of the promo code. So you have, yes, we have 59 minutes left. Now, let's give you guys the update. So first things first, we had this urgent evacuation warning by the IDF, saying that airstrikes are imminent in Hodeidah, but also Ras Isa and Salif ports, the three main areas. And of course, the Hodeidah Ras Al Khatib power station, due to the Houthi military activity. The IDF said that all personnel and nearby ships must evacuate immediately for safety. Shortly after this, we started getting the updates that, yes, the explosions have already happened and the IDF have, in fact, hit the Hodeidah port. We have the first video from Yemen. Yeah, just a few seconds, of course. We are going to get more footage shortly as well. Then we had the Defense Minister, Israel Katz, speaking out, saying that the fate of Yemen is the fate of Tehran in Iran. As part of Operation Black Flag, the IDF has now powerfully struck terrorist targets of the Houthi terror regime in the port of Hodeidah, Al Salif, and Ras Isa, the Ras Khatib power station, and the ship Galaxy Leader, which was hijacked by the Houthis about 2 years ago and is currently used for terrorist activities in the Red Sea. Now, there was all the latest speculations about when the IDF will be launching a military operation again. For like the last few hours, all day, we kind of knew it was going to come. A lot of people thought, and I thought it was going to be within the next couple of days. We don't think it's going to be immediately tonight. So, of course, the operation has already started. We can also now confirm that explosions in Iran have now been witnessed. We have a video from the southern part, southeastern parts of the capital, Tehran. This is the Piruzi area, which coincidentally is the exact neighborhood where I was born. When I was born. I was going to say when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was born there. So this is Piruzi in Tehran. The video just shows the smoke after the explosion. Now, of course, when it comes to the situation in Tehran, we do know that Mossad operatives are still pretty active on the ground. That's actually according to Mossad themselves. But also you do have the elements of the anti-IRGC groups. We do know that a number of members of armed forces have defected, but we do not have any confirmation that it's actually them doing it. There's a lot of rumors and fake news on social media about this. We have no confirmation whether this is the armed forces or not. We do know that this is an anti-IRGC attack. Regardless of who is doing it, that is quite clear. And the IRGC have a number of enemies, as you guys can tell. So while that's the situation in Iran, we're going to get back to Iran as well, because more updates is coming in as well. Let's quickly go back to Yemen quickly, because we are now getting a confirmation from Al Mayadeen. They're reporting that around 20 Israeli airstrikes hit at the same time the Houthi targets in Yemen. This was the first wave of attacks by the Israeli Air Force and the fighter jets. So 20 airstrikes simultaneously happened on the Houthi targets. In terms of the situation in Iran, that is also still ongoing. The Iranian sources themselves inside the country have confirmed that Dezful, which is a small part, a small area in Iran, it's not really a major like city, for example, Dezful air defense system, the IRGC air defense system in Dezful was activated for a few minutes after yet another explosion that happened. The air defense system wasn't activated for too long. We don't know if they were successful in terms of shooting down any potential drones. Or whether the attack, the alleged attack, the explosion in Dezful, whether it was actually a drone or whether it was on the ground, because again, we have a lot of anti-IRGC and Mossad operatives, everybody else, who are sabotaging the whole system every single day in recent days and weeks since the so-called ceasefire. So, of course, the IDF are not going to take responsibility for this because we have ceasefire, right? Having said that, there is also reports coming that unidentified fighter jets are flying in the skies of Karaj, Elam, Esfahan, Urmia, and also Tabriz, all these different parts of Iran. So you got basically the northwest, you got the south, you got the center, you got the north near Tehran. Again, we don't know in terms of the identification of the fighter jet. This could actually just be the Islamic Republic. It could be their own air force. Highly likely, obviously. We don't have any confirmation of the Israeli Air Force fighter jets right now in Iran. Drones, obviously, that's different. Mossad drones are active in Iran. A lot of explosions have happened partly because of the drones and partly because of the on the ground operations. We now also have confirmation from the Israeli Defense Forces, the statement that we have now received. The IDF says Israeli jets based on intelligence struck Houthi infrastructure at the port of Hodeidah, Ras Isa, and Al Salif, key hubs for Iranian weapons smuggling. Targets including the Galaxy Leader hijacked in 2023, which is the same statement as Israel Katz, basically. They've now just confirmed it. And now equipped with radar to track ships and the Ras Khatib power station as well. So we now have that confirmed by both the defense minister and the Israeli defense forces. We are just waiting for more footage, I believe, that would be coming in any moment, both from Iran and in Yemen as well. I'm just going to keep an eye on my other feed as well. As we speak, the BRICS leadership were also at a conference, at a summit, and we were going to bring you guys the live feed from there, but that's just finished now. They basically got together to condemn the Israeli operation. We do also, in case you haven't seen, because we talked about this earlier, the supreme leader of Iran, the Rat Ali Khamenei, finally came out of his bunker. They did confirm, the Iranian regime, that this was a very secretive operation. Nobody knew that Khamenei is going to come out. He joined the Ashura, I was going to say celebrations, it's basically a mourning. I would say every year they do that. It's just nonsensical. It's the Shias that do it, and they'll just hit each other all the time. It's basically masochism. He came out and he surprised his supporters, a small crowd, as usual compared to previously, years ago. Let's quickly go to the moment Khamenei came out. For the first time, he usually goes to these crowds, he speaks, he makes a speech, he's very charismatic. Not this time. He just sat in the corner. He couldn't speak really. Watch him. Look at him. Oh, look at the absolute mess. I mean, what is this? Look at that. Oh no. Oh, can you imagine the smell of BO? Oh, the smell. He does not look good, does he? He looks really tired and unwell. Look at them. Look at all the penguins. All right. All right. Anyway, so that's the situation with Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader, who finally came out. He kind of had to, because there's a lot of instability, and they had to drag him out. Like, just come. You don't have to speak. Just sit in the corner, hit yourself a little bit, and they love you. It's okay. Everything's fine. It reminds us of the final weeks of Gaddafi in Libya. He came out, he celebrated, and everything else. Oh, I believe we have the latest video for you guys as well. This is the Galaxy Leader ship that has now been hit by the Israeli Air Force jets. This is going to be insane. So again, this is the vessel that they hijacked a couple of years ago, and let's quickly go and see the level of damage done by the Israelis. Wow. That's insane. Well done, Israeli fighter jets. That's what happens when you hijack other people's ships. All right. Do we have? I think we're just waiting for the statement from the Houthis. They did release a they replied as a comment to Al Mayadeen earlier, saying that we are currently encountering terrorist activities by the Zionist regime. That's all they said initially, but we're just waiting for more direct updates in terms of the statement from the Houthi leadership, whoever is going to be making that statement, by the way. So let's double check. President Trump was just asked, by the way, whether he received the briefing regarding the Galaxy Leader ship being attacked. I think we can quickly go to the president to see what he had to say. I think this has just come out very quickly, obviously, in terms of the whole operation. I don't think if whether President Trump and the White House were informed or not. Let's see.
Ship that was hit in the Red Sea. Do you know if the Houthis attacked that ship today?
We'll give you a report sometime tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, we're gonna get a report from the White House sometime tonight or tomorrow. Okay, fair enough. Now let's double check. I'm gonna get some reaction from the live chat quickly. Also, I know I've been giving a shout out to this for the past couple of days, but it's literally the 4th of July weekend. I'm not going to do it tomorrow or the next day. We now have 43 minutes left for our promo code. 50% off 2CTV Plus annual memberships if you use the promo code USA50 to celebrate the 4th of July weekend. Go directly on 2C.tv, our independent platform, or just find the link in the description. Join and you get access to all the premium shows, podcasts, chat forum, many other things that we have. Now, quickly, some reaction from you lovely people. Robin, thank you very much for your super chat, saying greetings from the great state of Mississippi. Brilliant. Thank you very much, guys watching from the US, of course. Robin, if you want to, instead of sending massive super chats, join 2TV Plus if you haven't already. Ivan says, are the Houthis declaring victory yet? Now, usually they have to get destroyed first. When they get hurt a lot, then they come out and then they declare victory. Right now, they can't really, because they're a little bit busy running around, finding a hole to hide in. So probably tomorrow or Tuesday, we're gonna have a declaration of victory by the Houthis. Ian says, have you ever read Reading Lawyers in Tehran by Azar and Nafisi? I did many years ago, I am told. Yes. And 2C, I got 2C TV Plus, but can't get on Discord. Help! Feel free to send us an email, obviously team@2c.tv. Obviously, if you're trying to, we still have this problem with Android for some reason. If you have an Android phone on the app, I don't know why. But if you go on the website, on the browser, it should work, because obviously you could go on 2C.tv, obviously log in, same thing as the app. But send us an email, we'll send you the direct link to Discord, our chat forum. Leo says, I love you, but you fail yourself. Love you, but you fail yourself. Why did I fail myself? What did I do now? You're going to make me cry. Stephen, thank you for your super sticker. All right, and Mike says, I'm looking forward to the memes of Khamenei in his bunker that are like the Hitler downfall memes. Oh yeah, but no, there's already some. I've seen some videos. Some people have already made those meme videos. The Hitler bunker videos with Khamenei. It's kind of funny, actually. Okay, so let me just quickly double check to see where we are with the Houthis. I'm still waiting for their full statement. I'm not really sure what's going on with them. Come on, guys, get your act together. And seriously, no, nothing yet. Okay, great. Thank you, Houthis, for being, as usual, very, very on time. Let's just double check this. We have a quick statement from the Israelis as well. The Israeli government official directly saying, there are not many senior Hamas officials left in Gaza. We are not going to need a big ship to send them to exile. Even a small dinghy will do. That's actually quite good. Yes, obviously the next plan over the next week or so is going to be completing the operation in Gaza and either eliminating the Hamas terrorists, or those who are still alive, they will be captured and sent into exile as part of a deal with the Arab world, including Egypt and others, UAE. So Egypt are going to have to take them, obviously. Who else, right? So yeah, send them back to Egypt, where they came from. All right, let's quickly get some quick thoughts from the members, the lovely members of 2CTV Plus. I'm not going to read the essays. Don't worry, I know some people don't like the long comments. All right, so dear Mossad, please flush the eye toilet already. It's getting stinky. Brilliant. Scrolls Away says, by the time this is read, you have 5 minutes to get 50% off 2CTV Plus. It is well worth the money, just even for the documentaries. Yes, well, of course, we have the documentaries. And I think I can say, I'm not allowed to say it officially. The team is going to kill me. But I can give you the pre-announcement. Friday, this coming Friday, so 5 days from now, we're going to have the next documentary being released on 2CTV Plus. And I think tomorrow, Monday, we will have the trailer or the teaser for the documentary, so keep an eye on that. It's going to be a good one. And of course, we still have our Israel documentary, which we worked on about 2 months ago when we went to Israel. It's called This Is Israel, original. That is also going to be ready soon. Of course, with the war with Iran and Israel, it's been a little bit chaotic in terms of the production and post-production of that documentary, but that's almost ready. AJ says, have the IRGC stopped getting their rockets from China as they found out that they were coming from Chimi. By the way, secret reports have just been released on Bell. Oh, thanks for the update, AJ. Do you think that the IDF will take out the eye toilets? I think the Iranians will take out the eye toilet at this point. I'm going to explain why. I can't believe he made it through. Can he just do the world a favor and flush himself already? There's a meme. I ran my helicopter into a mountain. Love it. A couple of other memes here as well. All right, perfect. So, no, the issue with the Ayatollah Khamenei is that the reality is, I think, there is no urgency from the IDF directly themselves. Mossad is different, obviously. Mossad operatives on the ground in Iran. Because I believe if the reports are true about the Crown Prince of Iran, Reza Pahlavi, claiming that there are more than 20,000 members of the armed forces have defected to his side, which, by the way, is a huge number. As I always said, I was expecting about 500. Even if like a couple of hundred would have defected, that's enough. Because it's not a democracy. It's not like a vote in parliament. No, you're going to need 65% of them. No, you don't need it. You just need a few people with guns to go and destroy everything, right? If that is true, and I think it is, relatively, okay? We don't have the exact number. There is no urgency because the regime in Iran is not stable. Nobody knows what's going on anymore. So they've turned into, it's basically martial law without declaring it. And eventually, you're going to have the Iranian people, the anti-IRGC Iranian people, who are going to go in there and sort it out. Not necessarily, I'm not talking about random civilians protesting. That's, they're going to get shot again. It's mostly about the actual armed forces, which is essentially a civil conflict inside the regime itself. So at the end of it, I think either Khamenei is just going to die because he's very unwell, he's very old, but if he doesn't die in the next few weeks or a couple of months, I think it's just going to be whether the IDF come back and do a couple of airstrikes or whatever, it's going to be the people inside the country who will finish their job. And of course, then there's going to be a massive next phase, which is kind of be. I'm kind of looking forward to that, because I if I were to predict, and I don't like predictions because usually you get embarrassed, is that he's gonna die, whether he just dies or they take him out, and they are gonna announce his replacement, which is probably going to be Lorry Johnny. He's a little bit trusted, relatively. He's not going to be his son. That would be a crazy idea. If Moshtaba Khamenei, who's the son of the supreme leader, somehow becomes leader, everybody hates him inside the regime. The reality is that that announcement is not going to be long-lived. So it's not that leader, the third leader of the Islamic Republic, is not going to be able to run a stable country. So again, we have to wait and see when or if that happens. There's absolutely no guarantee. Perhaps the Islamic Republic is going to come back stronger than ever. Yeah, they could have high hopes. Why not? Be optimistic. Come on, Islamists. Now, let's go back. We have this one. No, that's a super secret. I've done that. Oh, yes. 2C, mate, it's unrelated, but Texas has just lost 60 plus kids in a horrific flash flood. Yeah, I just heard a few minutes ago before we came live as well, unfortunately. Sad news from Texas. Leah says, please take the UK back. Okay, sure. Let's go to some non-super chats. I haven't forgotten about you guys. He needs to be taken out now. A dying altar, or after, doesn't help. It just gives them time to prepare a transition. I really don't think this is going to happen. The door is closing. But the thing is, regardless of how he dies, that's the end. That will create instability inside the regime. It really doesn't matter how he dies. I mean, people in Iran would prefer him to be alive when the regime falls, so they could see it and they could capture him, right? That's what they want. Emotionally, they really want him to see his regime fall. But the moment he dies, it's the end of stability in the Iranian regime, even if they have any stability at this point. Now, we have a couple of comments. Look at this one. Karm Baksh. This one is a pro-IRGC person. Hey, more fake news. His as in HIS. That's not English language, but okay. Is just another dumb, foolish NPC. Okay, NPC doesn't need comma between N and P and C. It's just NPC, non-playable character. Zionist agent on YouTube talking BS. Keep it moving, jackass. So considering that the Houthis in Yemen themselves have responded and confirmed that the attacks have happened, the IDF, of course, have released their statements, and Reuters and Al Mayadin have all confirmed that the attack has happened. So if I'm giving fake news, then everybody is basically giving fake news, including the Houthis in Yemen. They've lied that they're being attacked. Also, yeah, as I said, his is, you mean HE''S, he is, not HIS. And also NPC doesn't have commas. It makes no sense. You just changed the whole meaning of NPC. Now, going back to some sane humans. Oh, they have another one, actually. It's not sane. Iran will crush Israel. Look at the damage Iran already caused, and Israel backed off. Oh my God. You hit a few buildings in Tel Aviv. Is that... I love how, because they didn't do much, they still have to use the word damage. Damage. You were supposed to wipe out Israel. What happened to the promise? The whole of the IRGC leadership was taken out. Not one single Israeli government official or IDF leadership were taken out by the Iranian regime's attacks. What sort of victory is that? You just hit a few civilian buildings and killed a few civilians in Israel. That's it. Oh, well done. I'm so proud of you. Oh, look at the damage. Anyway, All right, go back to the sane humans. We got Elizabeth saying, yep, about the flood, the Democrats are blaming Trump for the food, of course. This is about Texas. He took a hose and flooded Texas. Basically, that's what he did, right? Disgusting Democrats. Robert says, what's wrong with those people in the Middle East? How long do you have? They've been fine since the first wheel came out. What's wrong with those people in the Middle East? They've been fine since... Did you just copy and paste the same sentence? They have not been fine. They've been mental from the beginning, since Mohammed. Mike says, I couldn't believe how bad Khamenei looked. And then I saw Ozzy on TV last night. It's not funny. Poor Ozzy. For the record, Ozzy is also ill and is also getting older. So, but Khamenei is just under a lot of stress, guys. Just a little bit stressed. I think we have Reza Pahlavi has posted this AI video. I kind of want to see it actually. This is so he's been doing a couple of AI videos. This is like back in the day. Karl Marx used to write pamphlets and booklets, and of course he wrote the actual book, right? That's how he influenced the culture. And Khomeini, the first leader, the actual revolutionary leader of the Islamic Republic in the 1970s, he used to use cassette tapes. He used to record his voice on the tape and he used to send it to Iran, and everybody would copy it, the IRGC supporters, and they would listen. That's how he influenced. I love how in 2025, the leader of the opposition in Iran, the Crown Prince, is using AI videos. This is the level of conflict that we now have. So he's done a couple of them. Basically shows the future, the free and democratic Iran. Although also the quality of these AI videos are pretty good. So let's go to this next one that he's just made, or his team. Let's see how Iran looks once it becomes free and democratic.
In an emergency G20 summit, Western nations led by the United States agreed to immediately suspend all sanctions on Iran.
Reuters reported the U.S. Congress officially lifted the last remaining sanction on Iran.
The music is too loud.
Unemployment and inflation dropped below 5%. Growth surges to 10%.
One of the boldest reforms involved returning semi-governmental assets
Too loud.
to the people.
With Iran's banking system now integrated into global networks like Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal.
Ford, Mercedes, Nissan. Iran emerged as one of the leading foreign direct investment hubs.
Where's
in the region,
Elon?
attracting attention and capital from across the world.
آسوده بخواب زیرا که ما بیداریم.
Yeah, that's the Iran Prosperity Project. Yeah, my only feedback is the music was a little bit too loud compared to the voice, but that's it. It was pretty good, very good. Motivational music. So while that's happening, there is what is the latest update on this? Hang on, just give me 1 second, guys. I think we're awaiting a live feed. And we got the live feed from President Trump's Air Force One, I believe, which we can go to in a second. What is happening here? Apparently not. There we go, we've got it. Okay, cool. All right, so let's quickly. Is it gone? I think it's coming down. Okay, we'll wait for the president to reappear again. Anyway, so let's find out what's going on with the rest of you guys. What do we have? We got Leo again saying the UK needs 2CTV, real news, real media. Thank you. Thanks, Leo. That was a loud plane, by the way. My ears, says Joshua. That's my fault. Sorry, guys. Hairdryer full. That's what you get on 2CTV. Last minute chaos with the sound quality. It's not my fault. It's the live feed's fault. I'm not taking responsibility. Anyway, there is a lot to come in terms of the full statement from the Houthis in Yemen. Apart from the short feedback that, yes, we are currently fighting against the Zionist regime. And we'll find out. So we are now officially 29 minutes left. 29, if you're watching this live. 29 minutes to go for you to join 2CTV Plus and get 50% off annual memberships if you use the promo code USA50 to celebrate 4th of July and the independence of the greatest country that we currently have. 2C.tv is the link. The link is also obviously in the description box under this video. Use the promo code USA50. Join the new media revolution. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Maya 2C, and we are the media.